I've been vibe coding this thing that will help me do a label, associate labels with input fields in the PDF. The tax 1040 PDF. Let's see, is it open? Oh, yeah, it looks like we got some stuff. Okay, so I've been vibe coding this, and I'm going to go through and do recode to figure out if, or make sure that I really understand exactly how it works and make sure that I could reproduce it. And I imagine I will find that I'm able to make some improvements, or at the very least understand it well enough to implement some new features. Okay, so at the very top, this is the name of the file. We got namespace app.core, and we're requiring closure string as str. So if later in the file we have str slash, then something, this replace comes from closure.string/replace. That's what that means. And then app.pdf.extract, that's from this same project in the PDF directory, the extract.cljs. So I'll do this one next, but for now, I'm going to go through this file, the core file. Broadly speaking, this file is responsible for displaying the, what's it called? The PDF and showing the rainbow code stuff, or the rainbow highlighting of all the different parts of the PDF. Maybe I should figure out how to put that into the video. Let's see. It says, can I put this in the video quickly? Maybe. Another input add source. VLC video source? No, VLC capture device. Yes, I think. Video capture device. Okay. Oh, no, I don't want video. I want another screen capture. How do I delete this one? Delete? Yes. Screen capture. Okay, so add source, screen capture. Video capture, screen capture. There it is. Okay, and this will be my PDF reader. Okay, and we'll go application window. You'll see what I'm looking at in a second. That looks good. Okay. All right, cool. So this is what the code does. It makes it so I can go through and label each of the inputs. So like this right here is an input, and then if I click on it and then I click on something else, I'm saying that that is associated with this input field. And that makes it so that I can quickly associate all of the different input fields and labels that go with the input fields. And that's super nice because in the past I've done this by reading the structure of the PDF basically, and then writing it, typing it out by hand in a file, in a text file. All right, so can I switch now to this? There we go. Okay, cool. So that's what this code is responsible for. It's responsible for displaying in the browser the PDF and then coloring the input fields and the labels associated with them. So I'm going to try to read through as much as I can in the next 5 minutes and comment and do recode, which I've covered in other places. So this is render content to the tag with ID output. So this is in the file index.html. There's a div with the ID output. It doesn't have to be a div, but in this case it is. And this is in the directory in the project under public, and then under that index.html. So this tag is what this code gets, and then it sets the inner HTML of the output tag to whatever content is sent in. So this is the content. So this will be, I think it's going to be a string actually that represents a bunch of different tags. So it'll be a string that looks like this, like a bunch of tags, hi, maybe a paragraph tag would be better. So this is what content will be. Content is given that kind of a value. Let's go look at, well, no, let's see if we can make this happen. So we want to render the content of the tag with ID output. So the very first line is going to be define a function display output that takes a parameter content. Although I start with the innermost thing, so I guess maybe I should have started here. And let's just do that to make the commenting a little bit easier. So here I want to get the inner HTML of the output. This dot dash syntax is kind of like in JavaScript doing something like output dot inner HTML. And you do dot dash, or I think you do dot dash when it's an attribute. So this is an attribute of the output. It's not as opposed to a function. I think a function, the syntax is a little bit different. I'm not sure on the ClojureScript syntax. But anyway, this whole line, the idea is in JavaScript, we would have output.html equals content. That's what these two lines together would do. But well, this whole construct right here, the set would be like this equals, and then the inner output.inner HTML would be on the left-hand side of the equal sign, and then the content would be on the right-hand side. That's what this whole thing does. So can I do dot dash inner HTML of content? So that'll be the left-hand side of the equals. This will be the left-hand side of the equals, and then this will be the right-hand side. So put that comment up here because that actually makes a lot more sense. So we get the inner HTML of the output, and then here we get the content. I don't know how else to put it. It's a good name because that's what I would call it. We want to assign it the value of the content. So assign the value of the content. Sure. And could I recreate this from that comment? I think so. Content. Let's reload the page. Refresh. Looks good. I should be able to switch to it pretty easily. It looks like it still works. So if I click on that and then I click on that label and then I move my mouse away, it's associated. That's cool. If I click on that and then on that, I can click away. Yep, it all seems to be working. Okay, next thing is, let's go outer here. So we want to set outputs inner HTML to content. And then in JavaScript, this is how you would write that. So I'll try doing that whole thing. Set bang dot dash inner HTML of output to content. Alrighty, and try refreshing. See if it still looks good. Everything looks all right. Stuff goes syntax highlighting when I want it to. Or not syntax highlighting, but like, kind of. Cool. Yeah, that all seems to work. So I think I redid that part well enough. Render content to the tag with ID output. Content equals whatever. I think this is what the content is going to look like. I guess I don't know that for sure. Define a function that says all that. All right, let's try that. Oh, I only have like 20 seconds left. Can I do this in 20 seconds? Defin, shoot, what was the name of it? Display output. It takes in a content and, okay. And then we set bang, dot dash inner HTML of, dang it. Oh shoot, we need to get the field. I didn't do that part. I don't remember how to get the field. So I guess I will leave it there because my alarm is going off.